After this I looked, and there before me was a great multitude that no one could count, from every nation, tribe, people, and language, standing before the throne and in front of the Lamb. They were wearing white robes and were holding palm branches in their hands. And they cried out in a loud voice, "Salvation belongs to our God, who sits on the throne, and to the Lamb."
Hi, I am Isabella, and me and my family are from Ethiopian and Eritrean.
Hi, I'm Kinley. I'm Polish.
Hi, I'm Nicholas. My mom is Vietnamese and my dad is Serbian.
Hi, I'm Sabatini, and my parents are from Haiti, but I was born here.
Hi, my name is Noel. I am from Ethiopia.
Hi, I'm Omo, and I love to read, and my family is from West Africa.
Hi, my name is Aiden, and I'm Canadian.
Hi, my name is Kayo, and I'm from Ethiopia. Ethiopia is a country located in East Africa.
I am Ariana, and I am Cherokee.
My name is Ellie School, and I'm in 7th grade, and I was born in America, but my father was born in Ethiopia.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and my mom is from Honduras, and my dad is from Nicaragua.
Hi, my name is Elena, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and Trinidad is located by Venezuela.
Hi, I'm Christian. My dad's Irish, and my mom is a Native American, African American.
Hi, my name is Jasmine, and my dad is from Germany, and my mom is from Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, I'm from Ethiopia, and my parents are from multiple tribes. My dad is a pure Gurage, and my mother is from multiple tribes, Tigray, many tribes.
Hi, my name is Josiah, and I'm from Germany.
Hi, my name is Delia. I'm a 7th grade student, and I am African American, Indian, Northeast Asian, Puerto Rican, French, and Italian.
The way to say hello, my name is Samara, is Akam Makako Samirada. I speak a language called Afan Oromo. There's many languages in Ethiopia, but I speak that specific one. My family is from the northeastern part of Ethiopia. They wanted to come here because at that time my mom was pregnant with me there, but she wanted to come here because she didn't want me to have a hard life as they did. So she brought me here when she was pregnant. We've brought most of our culture here with all of our dresses and food, and it hasn't been really affected by American culture, but we still do mix it in a little bit. I have a friend named Leah who's also in 4th grade, and she's from another ethnic group in Ethiopia, but there has been fights between our cultures, but it does not affect our friendship at all. I've never been to Ethiopia, but I'm hoping to go. I'm hoping to meet some of my cousins and my uncles, and I want to learn more of a traditional way to wear and eat our food. What I've seen God providing through my family is keeping us safe during COVID and keeping my family safe during shootings and harmful stuff back in Ethiopia with my family there.
Hi, my name is Bethlehem Molla, and I'm a mother of Leah Tadessa, who's in 4th grade, and Nadia Tadessa, who's in 2nd grade. And I am originally from Ethiopia, and I'm here to talk about my heritage, my beloved country, Ethiopia. I have lived here for 15 years to know the difference of the culture. Growing up in Ethiopia, it's a country where it takes a neighbor to raise a child really, really works. That's the kind of neighbor I was grow up with. I was raised whereby I get punished by my neighbors. And my neighbors, I have to watch out for everything I do, not only at my house, but even around my house and outside of my house. My mom or dad will catch a neighbor punishing me, and they wouldn't even have to ask. That's the kind of culture I was raised in. It takes really a village to raise a child. Ethiopia is one of the countries in Africa, one of the 2 countries that was never been colonized. We are back on the days Italy tried to colonize Ethiopia, not once but twice. And by the grace of God and by very religious and faith Ethiopians have, they were able to defeat Italy, and we were never been colonized. And the facts about that has a lot to do with our religion and our strong faith in God. I do miss how you get up in the morning and it's very normal to hear prayer at 6 a.m. It's very normal to hear prayer at midday and at 5 o'clock. It's like it's very loud and clear no matter which part of the country you are. That's one of the things I miss. These are the things you take for granted and you don't even pay attention when you're there. So my sisters who live there, they don't even pay attention to that. And then when I went there and I woke up to that prayer, I was almost gonna cry because it's a beautiful thing and you only miss it when you don't have it. When you say hi to someone, out of respect, you bow down. It's very normal for Ethiopian. And even if you're in a room who's full of people, even if there is available seats, if an older person comes in, it's very normal for one Ethiopian to get up and welcome that person and offer their seat, even though there is other seats available. That's out of respect. And you shake a hand, and it's usually done with both hands. You don't just do this, and that won't be polite. When you're eating, you cannot have a hat on. Your hat has to be always off, and that's also part of our Ethiopian culture. When you're eating, even if I saw you just finishing up food, I still have to offer, let's eat together. And even if you say I should offer you a bite of my food, that's very normal culture of Ethiopia. It's very normal for the poorest person to try to give you what they have and try to be nice to you, greeting you, welcoming. That's part of who we are as Ethiopian. Ethiopian cultural outfits are shama, and they're made with a hand. And it's very rare to find one Ethiopian cultural dress without a cross. As you can see, I have one with a cross. And that also tells you how the culture and the religion goes along together. As a Christian, I believe praying and communicating with God and telling all your problems to God by having a 100% faith and believing that He can resolve it and He can make things right no matter which situation you are, is what I lived through. When I moved here, I was by myself. Even though I have someone who helped me, I barely knew how to speak English, or I should say communicating with people. I had a lot of struggles, missing my families. I was very young when I moved here. Through all that, I can very surely say that God was with me, and He was following me, and He was guiding me as a mom, as a dad, as a sister, as everything that I didn't have at the time. And through faith and through believing that He will be with me and I can do this. And I was very lucky and blessed enough to run into people that are willing to understand me, even though my English was difficult, and people who were willing to show me and support me in so many ways. I am here today, and I should say faith is everything a Christian should have. And when you pray, you should have faith and believe that God is listening. He's right here. When you bow down and start praying, He's right there listening. And if you believe that, all things are possible through God. We are in calendar. We have our own calendar. We are 7 years behind, and it's calculated by since the birth of Jesus. Since the announcement of the birth of Jesus, that's when we started one. And right now it's 2013 in Ethiopia. And we have 13 months. Every month has 30 days. And then there's a 5 or a 6 months, 6 days or 5 days considered as 1 month in Ethiopia. And we have our own alphabet that's also formed from Ethiopian Orthodox Church as well. So Ethiopian food is mainly, we have this ancient grain called teff. So that a bread made out of that teff is almost the main food. So it's the bread, and then you can have a veggie sauce, you can have a meat stew, a meat sauce, almost you name it. Any kind of sauce you make goes with that bread called injera. The bread is called injera, and I would I would recommend anything with injera. My family owns Ethiopian restaurant here in Columbus and Whitehall. It's called Ibex Ethiopian Restaurant. You're more than welcome to come and check it out. It's very normal for any Ethiopian, poor or rich's house, to go and celebrate, share a coffee ceremony. It's so no matter what your life situation is, it's very normal. A coffee is made from scratch. So the beans will be washed in front of you. They get roasted, they get grinded, and they just be made into a coffee through a pot. And then you wait until it cools down. And then there is a beautiful ceremony where you have the cups laying in front of you, and it gets poured down and you share it. It's like, you know how in a very normal American household you talk about a dinner table conversation. In Ethiopia, it's a coffee celebration conversation, and it takes about an hour or maybe longer depending on how much beautiful conversation that's going on. But poor or rich, everyone will have that coffee ceremony. If in a busy house, they will have it at night. And, normal days on the weekends or when most of the families don't have to go to work, it's normal to have that ceremony in the morning. And, so one thing about being Ethiopian and just very normal to one Ethiopian, and it's very abnormal or rare to see here, is just getting coffee roasted and washed from the beans and then roasted and grinded and make a coffee. No one has time for that here, but it's normal in Ethiopia. So I try to teach them how sharing is really important, just little things I grow up doing. If I have something, or let's say we have some food in our house and our neighbors didn't have it, it's very normal for them to come over and see, what do you have, and we share. Or they have a guest coming over and they don't have some things, it's very normal to come in and go to the kitchen and grab what they need. That's the kind of culture I grew up with. It's very difficult to live that kind of life here, but I try to teach my daughters that it's very nice to care, to share. It's very nice to respect people. I always make sure that they say hi to people. I always make sure that they smile. I always tell them, even if some people may look rude to them, I want them to think about what that person is going through, what just happened to them, what did they just hear, did they just lose a job, what could be wrong that was going on in their mind that made them do that. That's part of the culture I grew up with. My mom has always told me, if someone is smiling, think as if they're hungry and feel for them. So that's how I try to make them understand. I don't want them to be judgmental, which is part of the culture I grew up with, not judging people by how they react towards you or how they react towards anything. Pray for people, respect elderly. I try to, and then we go to church every Sunday here, and they wear a dress like this. That's part of our culture and religion. They have to always cover their hair when we get inside the church, part of our culture and religion as well. They practice. They learn our language, Amharinya, and how to pray. They know how to say quite a few prayers in our language, which is kind of hard, but still I was able to manage that. So the church plays a really big part, whether here or there, in terms of who we are as Ethiopian and as a Christian. So we have a prayer school, like a prayer lesson. We used to go to church every Wednesday night, and they will have like a 2-hour cultural, religious, and what Orthodox really means, what Christian really means, what a follower of Christ does really means, and how being an Ethiopian and practicing that goes along with here. Even though you can wear any kind of clothes, you can act any type of way, you can say anything, it's your right. How to choose to be an Ethiopian Orthodox Christian and truly a follower of Jesus.
John 13:35. By this all men will know that you are my disciples if you love one another.
In Christ I am
complete.
protected.
A new creation. Righteous.
The light of the world. His treasure.
I'm bold and confident.
Beautiful.
Adopted. A child of God.
Blessed.
Redeemed.
Filled with joy.
Forgiven.
Anxious for nothing.
Abounding in grace.
Rich.
Anointed.
Free.
Friend of God.
Able to do all things through Christ.
Delighted in.
Known.
Strong in the Lord.
Precious.
Created for good works.
Fearfully and wonderfully made.
Cherished.
Born again.
His masterpiece.
Holy.
Loved.
Victorious.
Alive with Christ.